Not diamonds, not pearls. Some bird eggs are so stunningly beautiful, even nature itself might get jealous. But don't let their fragile appearance fool you. Hidden beneath those delicate shells lies an extraordinary story of life, evolution, and survival strategies that defy belief. Each egg is a biological mystery, a miniature masterpiece shaped by millions of years of evolution, tucked away in rainforests, grasslands, wetlands, or even arid deserts. Today, with World Mystery Wonders, you'll discover 15 of the most beautiful bird eggs in the world, natural wonders that will amaze you and change the way you view the avian world. Are you ready to unlock this enchanting world? Let's begin. American Robin. If there's a true symbol of springtime in North America, it's the cheerful song and familiar silhouette of the American robin. But what truly sets this bird apart isn't just its melodic call or its vivid rust-orange breast. It's the breathtaking beauty of its eggs, glowing in a radiant turquoise blue, like tiny pieces of the sky cradled in a nest. This unique color isn't random. The blue hue comes from a pigment called biliverdin, deposited as the female lays her eggs. Interestingly, the healthier the female, the richer the color. Scientists believe this is nature's subtle way of signaling to the male that he's chosen a strong, capable mate, an elegant example of evolutionary wisdom. Robins build their nests using a mix of grass, mud, and even paper scraps, carefully shaping them into sturdy bowls high in trees or on building ledges. Each clutch typically holds 3 to 5 eggs, arranged neatly like precious jewels in a natural vault. The American robin's egg is more than just beautiful. It's a living symbol of hope, renewal, and the wonder of life. A tiny, brilliant marvel that reminds us how even color can become a mysterious language of love in the world of birds. Emu bird. In the world of birds, few eggs are as visually striking as those of the emu, the second largest bird on Earth, and a true icon of Australia's untamed wilderness. Unlike the typical white or beige eggs, emu eggs are a deep emerald green, with a rough, textured surface that resembles an ancient gemstone hidden in the vast outback. Each egg can weigh up to 900 grams, the equivalent of nearly a dozen chicken eggs. But what truly makes it extraordinary isn't just the size or color, but the story behind it. The father's devotion. After the female lays the eggs, the male emu takes over entirely. For nearly 2 months, he incubates them without eating, surviving only on morning dew, and never leaving the nest, even in the face of predators and extreme weather. An emu egg is not just a marvel of nature's palette. It is a symbol of fatherhood, resilience, and the raw poetry of the wild. A gift of nature that stuns the eye and stirs the soul. Elegant Crested Tinamu. Hidden among the forests and grasslands of Argentina, the elegant crested Tinamu may appear rather unremarkable at first glance. Small in size with dull grayish-brown plumage. But its eggs tell a completely different story, shimmering marvels that astonish anyone who sees them. Each egg is a unique masterpiece, coming in a stunning variety of colors, from glossy emerald green and deep violet blue to coppery red and iridescent midnight purple. The shells are smooth and glossy, like porcelain, often reflecting light in a way that makes them resemble precious gemstones hidden in the South American wild. But beauty isn't all. They're also brilliantly camouflaged. Despite their vivid colors, the eggs are often laid in spots where dappled sunlight filters through leaves, creating natural shadows that cleverly conceal them. And here's the twist. It's the father who takes charge, from incubating the eggs to caring for the chicks. The male carries the full responsibility. A humble bird living a quiet life in South America's wilderness, yet giving birth to some of nature's most mesmerizing wonders. These eggs are a radiant reminder of the limitless creativity of evolution. Hummingbird. If the hummingbird is famous for its ability to fly backward and hover mid-air like a miracle of nature, then its eggs are tiny wonders in their own right. So small that many people, upon first seeing them, can hardly believe they're real, no larger than a white bean, light as air, and as delicate as morning mist. The female typically lays 2 eggs per clutch, neatly placed inside a tiny cup-shaped nest woven from plant fibers, moss, and especially spider silk, giving it perfect elasticity. These pure white spotless eggs are incubated for about 14 to 18 days before hatching into chicks no bigger than a fingertip. Once hatched, the tiny nestlings are fed a rich mixture of nectar and insects. Interestingly, despite their minuscule size and fragile appearance, hummingbird eggs give birth to creatures with the fastest beating hearts in the bird world, up to 1,200 beats per minute. They may be tiny, but these eggs hold the future of the sky's most dazzling aerial acrobats. Ostrich Bird. If there's one egg that could symbolize the sheer power and grandeur of nature, it would undoubtedly be the ostrich egg, the largest bird on Earth, found across the arid deserts and grasslands of Africa, also lays the largest egg in the animal kingdom, up to 15 centimeters long and weighing over 1.5 grams, the equivalent of nearly 2 dozen chicken eggs. But what makes the ostrich egg truly extraordinary isn't just its size. Its shell can be up to 2 millimeters thick, as tough as porcelain, strong enough to support the weight of a grown adult without cracking. In many ancient cultures, ostrich eggshells were used to craft jewelry, water containers, and even revered as sacred symbols of life and fertility. What's even more fascinating is their parenting teamwork. The male ostrich incubates the egg at night, blending into the dark with his black feathers, while the female takes over during the day, camouflaged against the sand with her brown plumage. A brilliant display of natural cooperation. The ostrich egg is not just a colossal creation of nature, it's a symbol of resilience and life in one of Earth's harshest environments. A true desert pearl, protected by instinct, strength, and the quiet wonder of evolution. Common nightingale. Hidden in the thickets and woodlands of Europe, the common nightingale is not only celebrated for its soul-stirring song, but also surprises scientists with its unexpectedly beautiful eggs. Not flashy or vibrant, its eggs are a rich reddish-brown, sometimes tinged with olive green, a seemingly modest hue, yet a masterpiece of camouflage. Their nests are often built low to the ground, tucked under dense foliage where light barely reaches and dry leaves abound. In such an environment, the eggs all but disappear into the forest floor, fooling even the sharpest-eyed predators. It's not mere coincidence, but the result of millions of years of perfect adaptation. What makes this bird truly remarkable is how, while its eggs lie still and hidden, the mother sings serenades through the night, cradling life not with her wings, but with her voice. A bird that enchants with its song and protects with evolutionary genius, beauty and brilliance woven into one. RedWinged Blackbird. Hidden among the dense reeds of North America's wetlands, the red-winged blackbird, famous for the striking red patches on its wings, isn't just known for its resonant calls, but also for its surprisingly unique eggs. Unlike glossy pearls or shimmering crystals, the eggs of the red-winged blackbird carry a mysterious beauty, like naturally carved marbled stones. Their pale bluish-gray or soft turquoise base is adorned with dark brown or black streaks and speckles flowing like ink in water. Each egg resembles an abstract work of art. No two are ever alike. These markings serve a clever purpose. They help the eggs blend in perfectly with the dried leaves and twigs in the nest, making them nearly invisible to predators. The nests are carefully woven among low shrubs or cattails in the marsh, where the eggs are guarded fiercely by the mother, renowned for her boldness in defending her young. The eggs of the red-winged blackbird aren't just the beginning of a new life. They are nature's quiet masterpieces, tucked beneath the song of the wetlands. Southern Casawary. Hidden within the dense rainforests of Australia and New Guinea, the southern cassowary is one of the largest birds on Earth, mysterious, ancient, and almost mythical. But while its towering frame and helmet-like crest are striking enough, it's the eggs that truly captivate the eye. Cassowary eggs are deep emerald green, with a coarse, mossy texture that makes them look like ancient artifacts nestled in the forest floor. Each egg is nearly the size of a football, weighing around 600 grams, massive and visually stunning. Their rich green hue isn't just beautiful, it serves as perfect camouflage among the damp, shadowy foliage of the jungle. Even more remarkable is the role of the male. After the female lays her eggs, it's the male who takes over, incubating them for nearly 50 days without leaving the nest, and then raising the chicks alone. A quiet yet noble act of devotion. In the unforgiving wild, the cassowary egg is more than just the start of life. It's a symbol of resilience, dedication, and the raw beauty of untouched nature. Setti's warbler. Hidden within the dense riverside thickets of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, the Chetty's warbler is a small yet mysterious bird. While it wears a modest coat of brownish-gray feathers, its eggs are a stunning contrast, radiant and boldly colored, like hidden gems tucked away in the wild. Each egg measures just around 19 millimeters, tiny, yet striking with its rich reddish brick hue, sometimes tinged with a metallic copper tone, a rarity in the avian world. Researchers believe this vivid coloration is linked to a high concentration of the pigment protoporphyrin, a compound commonly found in bird eggshells, which helps strengthen the shell and provides camouflage under the dappled light filtering through dense foliage. The female Chetty's warbler builds the nest alone, using dry grass, leaves, and slender plant stems, positioning it low to the ground for better heat retention in the damp environment. Each clutch typically contains 4 to 6 eggs, which she incubates steadily for about 16 to 17 days. Quiet, patient, and instinctively resilient, the Chetty's warbler not only captivates with its explosive song and is echoing through the underbrush, but also with its deep red eggs, like nature's hidden jewels waiting to be discovered. European golden plover. Amid the untamed landscapes of northern Europe and Siberia, where icy winds blow endlessly and moss blankets the earth, the European golden plover quietly creates a breathtaking wonder. Eggs that embody the raw elegance of nature. With pale cream or olive shells speckled with dark brown blotches like hand-painted patterns, the eggs blend perfectly into their surroundings. a masterclass in natural camouflage. What's even more remarkable is that the female often lays her eggs directly on mossy ground, with little to no nest lining, making the eggs appear as though they've sprouted from the frozen earth itself. In such harsh conditions, each egg isn't just beautiful, it stands as a symbol of resilient life. The golden plover has turned its eggs into part of the landscape, subtly hidden, yet striking in their natural grace. Paragan Falcon. With diving speeds that can exceed 300 km/h, 186 mph, the Paragan Falcon is hailed as the fastest bird on Earth. But behind the fierce image of this aerial predator lies a surprising elegance in its nesting and eggs. Paragan falcon eggs are typically reddish-brown or pale cream, speckled with darker markings that resemble ink splashes, each one a uniquely patterned masterpiece. Rather than building traditional nests, these falcons lay their eggs directly on cliff ledges, high-rise buildings, or massive bridges, elevated, quiet places safe from disturbance. A female usually lays between 3 to 4 eggs per breeding season. Both the male and female take turns incubating them for about 29 to 32 days. Though the eggs may not be large, each one carries the promise of continuing a legacy, of one of the most powerful and majestic hunters in the avian world. In the wild, the Paragan falcon embodies not only speed, but also precision and instinct, whether in flight or in the quiet act of raising the next generation. Gilam Egg. Perched along the steep cliffs of the North Atlantic, the guillemot, also known as the common murre, lives in densely packed colonies. The most surprising fact? They don't build nests. Instead, each female lays a single egg, right on the bare edge of a narrow cliff ledge. So what keeps the egg from rolling off into the sea? The secret lies in its shape. Guillemot eggs are pointed at one end, almost cone-like, which causes them to roll in a tight circle rather than off the edge. It's a brilliant piece of natural design that keeps the fragile egg safe in a dangerous environment. Beyond the unique shape, each egg features marbled patterns in shades ranging from white and pale blue to deep brown. No two are alike. This helps the parents easily identify their own egg among thousands crowded on the cliffside. After about 30 to 35 days of incubation, the chick hatches, and just a few weeks later, it must leap from the high cliff into the sea, a bold plunge that marks the start of life in the ocean below. African Jacana. Hidden among the wetlands and shallow lakes of sub-Saharan Africa, the African Jacana captivates not only with its extraordinarily long toes, allowing it to walk on water, but also with its delicate and uniquely patterned eggs. The eggs are light brown or creamy in color, covered in fine scribbled markings that resemble calligraphy. This natural artwork serves as perfect camouflage among the floating vegetation. Unlike most birds, jacanas don't build their nests on solid ground. Instead, they craft floating rafts made of lily pads, water plants, and reeds, constantly drifting yet surprisingly stable. Each clutch usually contains 3 to 4 eggs. And here's the twist. It's the male, not the female, who takes on the parental duties. He incubates the eggs for about 22 to 26 days and cares for the chicks once they hatch. In moments of danger, the father can even tuck the chicks under his wings, carrying them like a living backpack. In a world of ever-shifting waters, Jacana eggs symbolize not just the spark of new life, but also the brilliance of adaptation and the quiet strength of fatherhood. Mockingbird. Tucked away in the dense shrubs of North America, the mockingbird is renowned not only for its incredible ability to mimic the songs of dozens of other birds, but also for its surprisingly beautiful eggs. These eggs are pale blue with dark brown speckles, resembling tiny gemstones delicately painted by nature. Their subtle color blend helps them blend perfectly with dappled sunlight filtering through the leaves, a natural camouflage at its finest. The female typically lays 3 to 5 eggs per clutch in a nest built from twigs, grass, and leaves, nestled in low branches or dense bushes. Once the eggs are laid, the female incubates them for around 12 to 13 days, while the male stands guard, fiercely defending the territory. He doesn't hesitate to dive at intruders, even humans, to protect the nest. Though small in size, the mockingbird leaves a lasting impression with its bold spirit, enchanting songs, and eggs that look like tiny pieces of nature's finest artwork. Hoatzin bird. Hidden among the dense riverside forests of the Amazon, the hoatzin, one of South America's strangest and most ancient birds, is a living time machine, and its eggs carry traces of evolutionary history. A female hoatzin typically lays 2 to 4 eggs per clutch, placing them in a loosely built nest of twigs perched precariously over water. The eggs are pale in color, often with a bluish or grayish hue, and have a relatively thick shell to withstand the humid environment and the unstable nesting site. What's truly extraordinary is what happens after hatching. Hoatzin chicks are born with claws on their wings. A rare trait seen only in prehistoric bird fossils, these claws help the chicks climb back to the nest if they fall into the water. Both parents are attentive caretakers, taking turns guarding the nest against predators from both the skies and the river below. In a modern world, the hoatzin and its egg remain as a vivid reminder of Earth's ancient past, a story of adaptation, evolution, and the enduring mysteries of nature. Each egg is a story, a tiny miracle nurtured in the heart of the wild. Thank you for staying with us until the end of the video. If you found this journey worthwhile, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help spread this beauty even further. See you in the next videos.